What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh man. Oh. Oh man. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? A little under the weather today. Definitely sick. I'm gonna try to go through this pretty quick. Try to go over some reactions, predictions for next week's games, Big Top 25 games coming up, so on and so forth. We could dive right on in. I hope all is well. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the shorts when you can. Let's get into it. Let's get boogie. Let's do it. Review from last week, real quick. Broncos, Chiefs. Chiefs just played better football. 49ers, Browns. That was a good defensive game. I think it's time we put Browns on the map. They're the better team. I'm sorry, they're not the better team. I think they're the better defensive team in that game. But then again, a couple of players went down. We had McCaffrey. We had Debo. They left the game early. Brock Purdy had to do it by himself. I don't really think that it was a bad game by the Niners. It's just the Niners are doing what the Niners do this time of year where they get banged up, they get hurt. It just happens every year. If the Niners stay healthy, they're probably the best team in football, but it's just not what the case was. But also, too, on the flip side, P.J. Walker did carry the Browns down the field at the end of the game to win it all. So Cleveland really outplayed them when it mattered most. Just any given Sunday, right? Any given Sunday. Really looking forward to next week's matchup for both of these teams. We'll get into that. But I just really enjoyed this game. It was very fun to watch. Bears-Vikings. Vikings won this game, but it was a little too close to comfort for me. Ravens-Titans. Ravens pulled away in London. Panthers-Dolphins. Panthers actually looked good at the beginning of the game, the first quarter. Then the Dolphins just took over. Texans-Saints. We controlled. You see my boys? Yes, sir. You see my boys? Hey, yo, the Texans, man, we them boys, man. We 3-3 going into the bye. We look good. Beat the Saints, obviously. Derek Carr, poor quarterback play. Got a lot of pressures. Kind of ended it with the fourth quarter pick. Shout out to them boys. Whoop, whoop. Commanders, Falcons. Kind of had a feeling the Commanders are going to beat the Falcons. The Falcons are so up and down. However, Desmond Ridder did not have a horrible game. I think he threw 3 interceptions. You're right. It's not terrible. It's horrible. Anyways, next up, Jags, Colts. Colts just looked horrible from the gate. Without Anthony Richardson, it doesn't look like the Colts are going to do anything. Really, they just look bad. Gardner Minshew came in. This looked horrible. Jags, they capitalized on a team that needed help on all 4 cylinders. Bengals, Seahawks. Seahawks should have won this game, but the Bengals pulled it out. Better players, better circumstances. It's just the Bengals are forcing it, man. They're forcing it, and they're just doing everything they can to stay alive. Patriots, Raiders. Josh McDaniels versus Belichick. Raiders won this game. It was close. Lions, Bucks. Lions ran away with this game. Cardinals, Rams. Rams ran away with this game. Jets, Eagles. All right, let's get into it. The Eagles have been playing sloppy football all year long, and it finally caught up to them. The Jets' defense is real. Jermaine Johnson is here to stay. The Williams brothers are in town. They are making it known that these guys are the guys. I don't know what that was, but that was play. Hold on 1 second. I don't know what that was that happened, but I'm back. Whoa. Yeah, Jets, Eagles. Like I said, Jermaine Johnson, Quentin Williams, and his other brother as well, the Williams brothers. They just dominated this game. They took over. They did what they needed to do. Zach Wilson did not look bad. He did what he needed to do. Game manager, didn't throw picks. Garrett Wilson, thumbs up. I like you. Just somehow, some way, this team, they hang around, they're going to embarrass quarterbacks. They didn't embarrass Dak Prescott, but they have really showed you that the Jets are somebody not to mess with. And for them to go 3-3, that says a lot for a team that lost their starting quarterback on the first series of plays. So that says a lot about the Jets and how they fight. And then on top of that, Aaron Rodgers says he is coming back. Giants versus the Bills. Come on, Bills won this game. Prayers, thoughts go out to Damian Harris. Cowboys, Chargers. Cowboys Cowboys, they took care of business. I had the Chargers beating them, but the Cowboys took care of business. NCAA recap, Washington, Oregon. We just saw future NFL quarterbacks go at it in that Washington, Oregon game. That Oregon game, it's not their fault. They both played hard. Washington came out with the W, but you know how it is. A&M lost to Tennessee. USC got beat by Notre Dame. USC misses tackles. USC lets people in the game. We kind of saw it coming, but we didn't think that they were going to lose to them. I thought USC was going to lose to Oregon or Washington, somebody like that. Not Notre Dame. I didn't think Notre Dame had the skill set of players to compete with USC, but I was wrong. Man, was I wrong. UNC beats Miami pretty much, and that is a recap for Week 6. We're done with it. Let's get on to Week 7, shall we? Like I said, I'm a little under the weather once again, guys, so my energy is kind of but consistency is key. I need to go back to the gym. I lost 5 pounds, by the way, guys. Lost 5 pounds. All right, let's dive into it. Week 7. All right, Thursday night game. We got Saints versus the Jags. If Trevor Lawrence sits, which I think he will sit, I got the Saints winning. If Trevor Lawrence obviously plays, I still got the Saints winning. So Saints should beat the Jags in this game. Saints over the Jags. Thursday night football, of course. Here's my reasons why. I think Kamara and them, they're kind of like tired of just losing close games like that. Michael Thomas is probably going to show up. It's just the Saints are too talented in the NFC South to really just be far behind. So I think that they should beat the Jags. I think they should. Falcons versus the Bucks. The Bucks hung in there with the Lions for a little bit. It was 6-20 though, but not. There's a little bit like it's in like the first maybe 5 to 6 minutes of the game. Desmond Ridder, Baker Mayfield. I can't put a finger on both of them. You know what I mean? I'm uncertain on both of them, so I don't really know how I'm going to go about this. I like the Falcons, but I'm more interested in how the Bucks run the ball. And they have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin versus Drake London and Kyle Pitts. This is gonna be one of those games where it's gonna be actually kind of fun to watch. So we'll see where it goes from there. But I'm gonna roll with the Falcons on this one, just because they're more complete. And I live in Atlanta, so I don't want to get attacked when I try to ride the mall or anything like that. So we'll go with the Falcons. Raiders versus the Bears. 2 teams right now where they're trying to make a switch in the transition. I'm going to go with the Raiders simply for the simple fact that the Bears defense is not that good. And on top of that, Jacoby Myers, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs. Doesn't matter who you put at quarterback for the Raiders at this point. I think they all can play. Jimmy G's going to get hurt. Somebody will come in there and save the day. So it is what it is with that. Browns versus the Colts. I think the Colts are just depleted, especially with the season-ending surgery for Anthony Richardson, AR, the rookie quarterback. I think the Browns go in there and they dominate this game. They just flex their muscles. And it's in a dome, so it's not as cold. Yeah, I don't see how the Colts could lose this. How the Colts could win this game. So that's that. Giants, Commanders. Same thing here, same situation. I think the Commanders are just better defensively up front than the Giants' offensive line. Evan Neal's a bust. It's too early to call it his career, but I'm saying it. Just watch the video about that, by the way. But, yeah, Giants should lose to the Commanders in this game. Bills, Patriots, same thing. If you haven't noticed the trend, right? The teams that are bad know that they're bad. The teams that are good know that they're good. And the Bills are going to probably dismantle the Patriots. It's not even going to be close. Belichick needs to retire, to be honest with you. Belichick needs to retire. Cardinals versus the Seahawks. This is my upset of the week. I think the Cards take out the Seahawks for the simple fact of the matter is that the Seahawks did come off of a loss to the Bengals, and the Bengals played horrible football. Cardinals are not trash. Well, they're not. It's not they're not trash. It's just they're tricky. They're a tricky team, and they're scrappy and they know how to fight. So I'll give it to them. Like I said, Cardinals should win this game. Rams versus the Steelers. Yeah, Kenny Pickett not going to cut it against Aaron Donald. Give me the Rams. Real short and sweet. They should execute. Puka Nacua, Cooper Kupp. They should execute. 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 The running back is injured, so I think they're gonna have another running back that's gonna be pretty decent. I need to figure out who that is, but even with that being said, I think that the Rams still overcome that. Chargers versus the Chiefs. All right, this is always fun. The AFC West games, they're always fun. I like to believe that the AFC West was the originator of fun football, entertainment, the whole, you know what I'm saying, like the reason why you watch the game. You know what I mean? Because just the history of it. It's just a rich history, very fun rivalry. This is a clean cut rivalry. It's not like they hate each other. They play good football against each other. I like Mahomes. I like Herbert. I like Keenan Allen. I like Kelsey. Austin Eckler, and I like Pacheco. I think they're playing at Arrowhead, so I think the Chiefs pull out this win. This should have been a Sunday night game, actually, to be honest with you. But I think the Chiefs pull out this win over them, but not by much. If you're going for the plus or minus, I say -3 for the Chiefs, +3 for the Chargers. Yeah, this is gonna be a good game. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be fun to watch. The breakdown between the two teams. Yeah, Chargers don't play defense. Chiefs are actually getting better at defense, so we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But I got the Chiefs winning this game. Broncos versus the Packers. Give me the Packers. Packers win this game in epic fashion. Broncos, they need help in all aspects, everything. Time for them to just revamp the whole roster. Next team, line it out. Dolphins versus the Eagles. Okay. This is a little shaky, right? Dolphins, Eagles. These are two teams I think that are they're in the top 10, right? Jalen Hurts got exposed, but I don't think that the Dolphins can do what the Jets did or previously weeks before. If you were all watching what the Patriots did to the to the Eagles in week 1. So what we're gonna say here is that the Dolphins, they have Tyreek Hill, and if the Eagles can somehow, some way shut them down like the Bills did, the Eagles win this game by a lot. On the flip side to that, the Eagles have A.J. Brown, and they have, of course, Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. Now, you're saying to yourself, that's a lot of offensive weapons, but if your front 4, your front 7 can get to Jalen Hurts, that messes up the whole time of the offense. So, if I had to choose a side, roll with it, I like the Eagles in this game just because they're more balanced. So, give me the Eagles over the Dolphins. Niners versus the Vikings. The Niners, they bounce back. They beat the Vikings. It'll be a shootout, though. I think it's time that, to move on from Kirk Cousins, but it'll be a shootout. Teams with the bye this week. My Texans, we have a bye, so we're going to win this week. Yes, sir. And the Panthers are going to have a bye also. They're going to win this week as well. That being said, we'll dive into college football and we'll go back to the NFL team needs. College football real quick, top 25 games. I got Penn State over Ohio State. I got Alabama over Tennessee. I have Duke winning their first time against Florida State. And USC versus Utah. Don't be surprised if Utah beats USC. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. All right. Team needs right now. For the NFL, I don't really have nothing polished for that one. I think I'm going to call it quits on this one. Just a little bit. Yeah, I just put something together for a little bit while I was a little tired, guys. But I got my predictions out. Got the games out. So you guys have a good weekend. Don't get sick like me. Yeah, don't get sick. Nashville's a great place. It's just cold as hell. But other than that, gang, shoot, we out. I'm not a part of the game. Have a good one, though.